Sophie Sierra reflects on her split from Warne on 90 Day, The Last Resort. Sophie Sierra's journey with Warne has taken many twists and turns, from a long-distance romance sparked on social media to a televised wedding, and finally to a painful split. Despite their many ups and downs, Sophie appears to still be processing her feelings about their relationship, even as both she and move forward with their lives. Sophie and first caught the public's attention in 90 Day Fiancé Season 10, which aired in 2023. Their storyline resonated with many fans as they navigated the emotional and cultural complexities of an international relationship. Sophie, originally from the UK, met online and was drawn to his laid-back nature and their shared mixed-race heritage. After traveling to Los Angeles to be with him, she faced culture shock and communication barriers, but the couple ultimately tied the knot before the season ended. At the time, Sophie and seemed to be committed to building a future together. Their chemistry and mutual affection were apparent, and they appeared ready to tackle life as a married couple. However, reality set in quickly after the cameras stopped rolling. The challenges that had simmered beneath the surface during their engagement began to grow, and both struggled to adjust to the responsibilities and pressures of married life. By late 2024, Sophie and returned to the franchise in 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2, which brought together couples in crisis seeking therapy and support to save their relationships. It was clear from the start that and Sophie's issues ran deep. They often found themselves at odds, unable to bridge their communication divide or reestablish the trust that had once bonded them. After weeks of intense conversations, therapy sessions, and emotional revelations, they chose to part ways. Sophie and complicated breakup. While the breakup was mutual, the aftermath was anything but peaceful. Both Sophie and expressed their own interpretations of what went wrong in the marriage. Each saw the other as responsible for the decline of the relationship. Sophie, in particular, appeared to feel let down by the lack of emotional connection and communication. Meanwhile, emphasized their differences and suggested that they were fundamentally incompatible. The couple's time on The Last Resort gave viewers a deeper understanding of their struggles, including personal insecurities, differing expectations, and lifestyle clashes. Their journey highlighted the challenges of sustaining love across cultural, emotional, and psychological divides, even when genuine affection exists. Despite their decision to move on, lingering feelings and reflections seem to continue shaping Sophie's view of her ex. Sophie suggests still thinks about her. As of May 2025, Warne returned to the 90 Day universe in a new dating spin-off, 90 Day, Hunt for Love. The show follows single cast members as they search for new romantic connections, and was seen in the promotional trailer getting close to his co-stars. One notable moment involved sharing a flirtatious exchange with a fellow cast member named Elise, culminating in a playful kiss. The trailer generated buzz among fans and even seemed to get Sophie's attention. Although she did not directly address on-screen moments, Sophie took to social media shortly after the episode teaser was released. In a subtle yet pointed move, she posted a clip of the song Ball Vous/OU by 21 Savage. She emphasized the lyric, "You can sleep with half the world, but you still won't forget me," a line that hinted at unresolved emotions. The post sparked speculation among fans that Sophie was referencing new dating adventures and suggesting that he may still have lingering thoughts about her, regardless of his current romantic pursuits. However, some followers believe that the post may have reflected Sophie's own struggles in letting go, despite claiming to have moved on. Sophie's social media activity points to lingering feelings. In the weeks following return to television, Sophie continued to make headlines due to her social media presence. She frequently shares quotes, lyrics, and statements that many believe are subtle jabs at her former partner. These posts often carry themes of empowerment, heartbreak, or personal growth, but they also seem to echo aspects of her past relationship. One particular message shared by Sophie stood out. Cutting someone off and realizing you'll be seen as the villain in their story is still self-care. While Sophie did not name Rob, fans familiar with their history speculated that the message was directed at him. The post garnered attention from fan pages and discussion forums, with many followers debating whether Sophie was truly at peace with the breakup or still harboring unresolved emotions. Interestingly, Rob has not publicly responded to any of Sophie's posts. Since their separation, he has maintained a more private approach to their breakup, choosing instead to focus on his new reality show and future relationships. His silence has fueled further speculation about where each stands emotionally after their split. Were Rob and Sophie ever truly compatible? Looking back on their time together, it's clear that Rob and Sophie were different in many fundamental ways. They had a significant age gap, differing life goals, and contrasting communication styles. Their relationship was also marked by cultural differences that sometimes caused misunderstandings. Throughout their time on 90 Day Fiancé, they attempted to reconcile these differences. But even with the help of professionals on the last resort, they could not bridge the emotional gaps. Their struggles revealed that love alone isn't always enough to sustain a healthy, lasting partnership. Trust was also a recurring issue for the couple. They had moments of doubt and suspicion that eroded the foundation of their relationship. While each accused the other of not being fully transparent or committed, it was clear that both had insecurities that made it difficult to build mutual trust. Ultimately, their decision to separate may have been the healthiest option. Despite the pain of parting ways, they seemed to acknowledge that they were not thriving as a couple. Both have since taken steps to move forward, even if the emotional residue of their marriage continues to surface. Sophie and Rob, on separate paths, still linked by the past. Now, as Rob embarks on a new chapter in front of the cameras, and Sophie continues to share pieces of her life with followers online, it's evident that their paths remain somewhat connected, at least in the minds of fans and perhaps in their own reflections. Sophie's posts suggest she's still grappling with aspects of their breakup, even as she projects strength and independence. Whether her messages stem from pain, nostalgia, or simply a desire to share her truth, they serve as a reminder that moving on from a deeply emotional relationship is rarely a linear process. Rob, meanwhile, appears to be embracing the opportunity to find love again. His participation in 90 Day Hunt for Love suggests he's ready to explore new connections and redefine his public image. Whether he's doing so for love, fun, or personal growth remains to be seen, but fans are eager to watch how his journey unfolds. Can they ever truly move on? Breakups are rarely clean or final, especially when played out in the public eye. For Sophie and Rob, the lines between personal healing and public storytelling have blurred. While both have taken steps to move on, their shared history continues to cast a long shadow. Still, there's hope that with time and distance, both Sophie and Rob will find clarity and peace. Whether they maintain a quiet distance or eventually reconcile as friends, their story serves as a reminder of the complexities of love and the importance of knowing when to let go. For now, fans will continue watching as their post-marriage lives unfold in separate corners of the 90-day universe, rooting for them both to find happiness, even if it's not with each other.